They're actually here in Reedburg.
There are 10 acres there.
Is there all together?
The park is 10 acres.
That's amazing. You never think of that. And then Travis, you have Tann with, is that correct?
Yes, yes.
And she is here to help you with your presentation today, correct? Got it. Alrighty. Those are the new people we have visiting today, even Tann. I want to introduce our Vice President here, Ray Cummings.
Good morning, everyone.
And we have Scott Kong sitting in for him. We got Lubo. And our education moment, if we could have that, Rob. 1 second, 1 second. Membership Committee, Terry Collins. Tammy Metcalf, not here. Andrew Kimball. Boy, oh boy, we've got to get someone in our membership committee to get to be a member. Visitors host, Philip, not here. Tristan. Vicky. Rob Richards, our education coordinator. Larissa Eastman, absent too this week. So, Rob, if you can start now, I'd appreciate it.
Not a problem. Building your network. This is by Brian Tracy. Every change in your life has most likely been influenced some way by other people. According to the law of probabilities, the greater number of people you know who can help you, the more likely it is that the right person in the right place will give you the help you need to move ahead more rapidly in your life. When you network, your job is to focus your energies and attention on meeting the people who can help you. The only way to do this is to stay away from the people who cannot help you, and to meet people who are ahead of you in their careers and in their organizations. Remember, your choice of a preference group in your networking is determined by the success of the process. One of the best ways to start networking is to go to someone you admire, ask for his or her advice. Don't tie up several hours of his time. Simply let the networking relationship unfold, and don't be overeager. We have moved from an age of go-getter to the age of go-giver. The go-giver is a person who practices the law of sowing and reaping. He or she is always looking for opportunities to sow, knowing that reaping is not the result of chance. Successful people are always looking for opportunities to help others. Unsuccessful people are always asking, what is in it for me? Excellent networkers are among the best known and most respected people in the community. They carefully identify the clubs and associations who members they can help and support, and who can help and support them in return. They then join and participate. To become an excellent networker, do the same. Networking fulfills one of our deepest subconscious needs, to know people and to be known by them. It also broadens your perspective and opens doors of opportunities. It increases the number of people you know and respect you. And it makes you feel more in control of your own career. And it can be one of the most exciting and fulfilling experiences in your life. Want to learn more about how to successfully network with the right people? Brian Tracy's book, Power Networking, can teach you how. You'll learn how to increase your contacts, expand your influence, and build your business faster. Power Networking by Brian Tracy.
Thank you. I would recommend Brian Tracy too for anyone. You know, a lot of the old selling techniques aren't around anymore. You know, just talking to your blue in the face just doesn't, you know, earn yourself business. I mean, sales is asking questions and letting the other person talk more than it is yourself. So thank you for the education moment. The business card box is right there, and we're going to pass that around. And we'll start with our weekly presentations. Travis, I'll let you decide if you want to go first or last. Or go first. All right, great.
Travis Tann, Anderson Chiropractic. What I want to talk about today are slippery surfaces. This is a great first day to talk about that. So when things start to get slick outside, we start to walk a little bit differently. And it's not really the falls that get a lot of people. It's actually that shuffling that we do. And we kind of walk, you know, a little too fast, we shuffle, and what that leads to is using muscles that we typically don't use for the rest of the year. And so it leads to a lot of sprains, strains, and so when those muscles get angry, they tend to pull those joints out of position too. So chiropractic is a great way or a great remedy to get people, you know, back to function recondition those muscles, help to, heal those sprain strains. So if you know anybody who runs into that this winter, ice fishers are pretty big culprits. Refer them over to me, Jeff Tann, Anderson Chiropractic.
Rodney Sugard, Rod's Landscape and Maintenance, we're trying to get things lined up for snow removal. And the way I do it, I do have a V-plow truck, and I also use a blower on a Bobcat, which is 5.5 feet wide. So we have a big area in a short period of time. Rod's Landscape and Maintenance.
Patrick Flint, I'm out of Woodman of America, life insurance, disability, long-term care. Holidays seem like they're coming around the corner. People are starting to decorate already. A good thing to think about is life insurance. We also talk about kids' life insurance, policies for grandchildren, children, as Christmas presents. I know they probably don't get a lot of benefit out of it for Christmas, but it's a peace of mind thing. So Patrick Flint, out of Woodman.
Andrew Kimball Realtors, Wisconsin Dells in Reedburg. I want to talk about our newest listing right now. We just listed this last week. It's at S981 Ecus Drive. Am I saying that right? Ecus Drive, okay. And it's actually David Leonard's mother's house already listed. One of the real nice things about this home, it's got just under 40-acre parcel, and it's a big, beautiful parcel. And so if you're looking for someone that wants to be out in the country, it's on a secluded road. It does a shared driveway with 4 other people on that road, and that's the only people out there. So it's a nice secluded location, beautiful piece of property, and a nice home. So perfectly for someone that wants to get out into the country. So Andrew Kimball, Realtors.
Rob Richards Insurance Agency. Last week, Jenny was here and she talked about various discounts and bundling things together. Today I'm going to go on with that a little bit more. One of the companies that we write for is Progressive, and many of you have probably seen the commercials that talks about Progressive Snapshot. This is what the Snapshot device is. I'll pass it around just so you guys can take a look at it. What Snapshot does is you can plug it into your computer terminal, and depending on your driving styles and what time of day you drive, how many miles you put on, you can get up to a 20% discount if your vehicle qualifies. Now for some people, in some situations, that's a significant discount. We have many clients that have gotten the full 20%, others may only get 3 or 4%, but the key is somebody who drives less than 12,000 miles a year, seldom if ever drives between midnight and 4 in the morning, and puts on less than 12,000 miles on a vehicle. So where it really comes in is a person that may have 2 drivers in the household, but they have 3 vehicles. And that third vehicle is something that sits, and they monitor for 6 months. After 6 months, they could care less what your driving is or how you're putting things on. So it's very common for someone to put it on a high-end priced vehicle for 6 months, and then after that, they can drive that vehicle more, and it doesn't really matter. But it's just one of the many discounts that we look for with clients. Rob Richards Insurance Agency, serving our community one client at a time.
Good morning, Cal Kanchev, BulgarianAlien Financial Advisor. So the 2015 open enrollment period for individual health insurance has started. So it's starting on November 15th and runs through February 15th. So anyone who does not get health insurance coverage will be subject to a penalty of 2% of their household income, or $325 per adult and $162.50 per child. Whichever one is greater of the both, so if the 2% is bigger, then they're going to take that. So the minimum is going to be $325. We do, the new thing that we're offering is a service where we can help families to get coverage. We do assist with the process. So we do the quoting, the application process, the customer support, renewal support, plan changes, and just even general questions we do answer and kind of help people guide them through the process. I just tried to find yesterday the full bill. It was 828 pages. Now after the elections, everything's going to change a little bit again. The prices are all going to get increased. So probably now is the best time to start the process immediately before any major changes have happened for this year or for next year's coverages. So anyone that has questions about health insurance process, just give me a call. Cal Cancha, BulgarianAlien Financial Advisor. Thank you.
Vicki from Lori's Family Fitness and Self-Defense. We started a new Pi-Yo class last night, which is Pilates and yoga with high intensity added to it. So it's a hardcore workout, and there's a lot of energy level that you need for it. So it doesn't have the holds of yoga, but some of the moves. Pilates always had a little more motion than yoga does. Well, this adds a lot more motion to it. So anybody can drop in and do a class too, so you don't have to be a member to do it. And also Tristan's coming this week to do pictures for the karate side. So it's going to be a fun week. Lori's Family Fitness and Self-Defense, the biggest, most diverse fitness center in the area. Right down from Michael.
BulgarianAlien, Bright Clear Design for websites, SEO, logo design, and video. I was talking about the first step in doing an SEO setup, like making your website more findable on the internet last week with installing some tools like Google Analytics and Webmaster Tools and plugging things into your computer, kind of to set up the tracking and measurement. And the second step that I do in that process is keyword research. So I get a number of terms from my client that I ask for that they want to be found on the internet while typing in something related to their service or business. I run their website through a tool that finds and suggests the keywords that might be applicable for the website. And then I go through another tool that finds more keywords related to search terms on the website. So, and then I go through them and see if they have low or medium competition, if they are searched for a lot, and then I select a select group of keywords that I then target for your business and your website, and apply and make a little group for each of the page so that it's optimize the page for the keywords. And then we'll talk about the next step next week. BulgarianAlien, Bright Clear Design for a website, for affordable, easy to use and future-proof websites, SEO and video. And
also custom photography, taking pictures of babies, children, families. I'm a contract photographer for free, and I'm going over Vicky's this week, so I'm really excited about that. I'm excited to get in there and see all their discipline, and it's just always fun to get over there and take pictures. And I'm also gearing up for dance pictures this Christmas with the recitals and things like that. So just photography, life is beautiful, capture your memories.
I'm Eve Fahey. I'm representing the Reedburg Area Girl Scouts, so I appreciate the invitation to come back to your meeting. And I will be available after if you have any questions about the Girl Scouts, the property, or the 24-hour swim that's coming up next month. So thank you.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Hansen from Chico Mind Body Shop here in Reedburg. We're an automotive collision repair refinish facility on the west side over near the new high school, just on the street from Jim and Vicky's studio, specializing obviously in collision repair refinish, a little bit of light restoration work. One thing I wanted to touch on a little bit, and Rob can probably relate to this. I had on this, it's probably been 2 months or so ago. Vehicle came in, had a lot of aftermarket items on it, and something you never really think about there. There was kind of some issues as whether they were going to cover some of those because it wasn't totally spelled out in their policy. So just a little thing that nobody ever, including myself, you don't really think about. They just think, well, I got insurance and it's covered and all that kind of thing. But it was kind of a little bit of an issue there to get things squared away. You know, the customer wasn't initially real happy with everything there because the insurance company said that, you know, it wasn't a factory option, as Rob can attest to there in certain things. But that's one little thing that people don't really think about that could affect a claim on a vehicle, and parts and pieces, so to speak, like that can be expensive and it can add a little bit of cost to there. We also recycle all of our damaged parts as much as we can, whether it be aluminum, steel, plastics. Some of that they will not even take, has to go in the dumpster. It kills me to do that, but have to do that type of thing. We use the latest state-of-the-art. It's a waterborne system, paint system, been in place roughly 2 years now, which has worked out really well. Deer are running like crazy right now. Once again, Rob can probably attest to that. They've been just like crazy busy with that type of thing. So perfect referral, probably somebody that's had the unfortunate meeting with a little four-legged Android friend recently here. Once again, Mike Schiefelbein Body Shop, where there is no shortcut to quality. Thanks.
A selfie.
Selfie. Lubo with the best massage in town. First of all, I want to thank Travis for explaining what's going to happen this season with your muscles and how everybody's going to be abusing their bodies quite a bit. I wanted to thank the ones that showed up to massages this week, because actually it did work. That little threat to your bodies, actually, I guess that's how advertising works. People need to be afraid of what's going on. So don't neglect your bodies. This time of year, definitely, after all the chores, after all the season changes, massage will be a good option for you to not only relax, but kind of get the idea how your body is performing, and if you need to do things to change what's going on currently. I started a series of YouTube videos where I'm doing not only educational videos for massage therapists, how to provide the service, but also I'll be doing a lot of self-care things. So that will be shared always on facebook.com/Eurotouch, so you can find me there also. Perfect referral for me is a person with aches and pains who doesn't want to go through drastic other measures and wants to feel better. So thank you, Lubo with Best Massage in Town.
Hi, David Leonard in Atlanta Mortgage, and today I just want to mention I was an appointment here this last week, and it was for reverse mortgage. A lot of people, don't plan ahead, as Cal can say. They don't have the savings, and what ended up happening, it was a beautiful home. It was paid for, but the lady was 80 years old. Her husband had passed away about a year ago, but in that time, he depleted all the savings with all the medical care he needed as he passed away at home through hospice, and that was cheaper than going to a nursing home. But still, it ate up all of their assets. So here she's sitting, a beautiful home, big expenses, and not enough if she needs the exact same care that her husband requires. So she was in good health, but